I was gonna do this last night, but I was really tired. Okay, so whew, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm still tired. Okay, yeah, let's do this. All right, so yesterday I helped out with yet another show. Welcome to another episode of After RoW Show, where I talk to you guys about what I did after RoW because I am a camera guy for the RoW show now. So I'm gonna tell you, like, okay, so I'm tired. Once again, like once upon a time I used to only work. Like once upon a time, I used to only work like maybe 3 days or 4 days out the week, and Reality of Wrestling would only do a show maybe twice a month, maybe 3 times a month, but for sure twice a month. Now I work 5 days out the week, and Reality of Wrestling seems to do like 3, 4 shows a month. I am tired to say the least. But I enjoy I enjoy what I do because I do enjoy getting a chance to sort of be out there in the scene and just sort of help out in whatever I can. And with the obviously with the new job that I got, with the more hours that I'm getting, there's a great chance that I'll probably be able. I might be able to actually earn enough money to be able to go back to training. That's always been the goal. The goal is to always be able to get back to training. Money has gotten a little bit better. I still have bills that I got to pay, but talking about Reality of Wrestling yet again. There was a lot of cool things that happened. Once again I won't go into detail about what happened because you'll just have to check it out on the official RoW channel later on to check it out. But the show was always good. We got like crazy news as we always tend to do every now and again. It's like the more I'm getting into Reality of Wrestling, the more it's starting to become this bigger company that I always expected it to be. Like Reality of Wrestling was around for like almost 20 years, and it's just now starting to get to the level that I feel like it should have been on years ago. Like you're starting to see you know you're starting to see kind of like this evolution, so to speak, for the company, which I just think is amazing. I'm sorry, y'all. I know. I'm yawning a lot, I'm moving a lot, twitching a lot. I'm just really tired. And once again, that's only because of the fact that I've literally kind of been on my feet for more than 8 hours, literally like 6 days a week, and it is excruciating to say the least. It's definitely an eye opener because, like I said, I went from not working a whole lot to working a whole lot. Now I'm just like, and I can't even tell you when I didn't feel tired, but I like what I'm doing, and like I said, it's all for the sake of getting back into training because the goal now is to get back into training. That's always been the goal. That is the goal today, and that's going to be the goal for the entire time I'm doing this. The plan is to get back to training. So, like I was supposed to actually go to training. I was actually supposed to pay for my training this week, but a surprise bill hit me with the money that I had left over. So now the goal is to just go back on my next check. So if I have enough money for my next check, okay. If I go back to money on my next check, I'll be able to get everything situated the way I need it for it to be. Um, while I have your attention, I figure now is also a good time for me to talk about like just wrestling in general. As I mentioned before in my last video, I am genuinely upset about what happened with Jey Uso and how he lost the world championship against Gunther of all people. Like it feels disrespectful a little bit because it cheapens his Mania victory, and also for the sake of just like I don't know if the Goldberg rumors are true. Which, by the way, if I have to if it was up to me, dirt sheets would just like not be a thing anymore. I'm sick and tired of dirt sheets. I'm sick and tired of wrestling fans responding more to dirt sheets than they are about actual wrestling, about actual it used to be like wrestling conversations back in the day used to be about the wrestlers and what's going on in the ring and which wrestlers they liked and didn't like based on how they wrestled or based on the promos or whatever. Nowadays it's, oh, this dirt sheet said this or this person on Twitter said this about wrestling. Do you agree or not? It's just a whole bunch of fans trying to get the appeal of other fans by just bashing wrestling. It doesn't feel like wrestling conversations anymore. It just feels like fans trying to sort of put themselves over a little bit for the sake of being able to just, they want to sound like an insider while also not being an insider. I used to have this thing in my brain where I used to say, I used to have this thing in my brain where I used to say, wrestling fans should definitely get into professional wrestling so that they can understand how much of a challenge it is to either A, wrestle, B, run a wrestling show, or C, just sort of like get everything corralled correctly just for the show to run smoothly. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always like planning for it, and then there's the operations for day of, as well as the wrestlers and the wrestling matches themselves. It's a lot that goes into professional wrestling shows that I feel like professional wrestling fans don't know or care about. And I always say to myself, if wrestling fans understood the work that goes into these things, they would probably be singing a different tune if they were part of it. But now I'm realizing that most wrestling fans just want to bash wrestling because they think that they already kind of know everything about it. And also because I also believe that some wrestling fans shouldn't be involved in wrestling because a lot of these people are criminal adjacent. Like there was this one, with everything that with the things I've seen about most wrestling fans, like hearing about them like stalking women wrestlers or following women wrestlers to their cars and things like that, or like finding out where a woman lives and sending them stuff to their home address. It's like there's just certain things that I feel like you just like if a woman wrestler is telling you don't do this stuff, it's happening enough times for them to feel like they have to actually say that. You see what I'm saying? And like it's just wild to me that that's the thing that's happening now. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm just a little bewildered by it. I'm bemused by it, and I just 100% believe that it should always be more about wrestling. We should be enjoying wrestling more. And if you want to care about what's happening backstage, then talk about wrestling companies that are in the back burner of professional wrestling right now. Reality of wrestling was around for almost 20 years before it got this level of attention that it's getting. And even then, it's still not. You know what I'm saying? You have Major League Wrestling. You have Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, which is one of the granddaddies of current wrestling. If you really think about it, you got I want to say I think Full Impact Pro is still in Florida, and you still got OVW, you still got NWA, you still got I'm trying to think of there's these other companies out there that you could be checking out. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to just watch WWE and then get mad when WWE does something and you're just like, I'm done with wrestling because WWE didn't do the thing I wanted them to do. I'm just saying there's a wrestling company out there that I'm genuinely enjoying right now. It's called Mystery Pro Wrestling. It is funny comedy wrestling, and I think it's ran by Player Uno, and I love it. I think it's amazing. But I'm stepping off. I'm steering off here. Reality of Wrestling yet again had an amazing show. Crazy bomb drops today, man. Like crazy bomb drops. It was just a lot of wild moments at this event, as it usually is. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of, first of all, I don't want to spoil it for the show that's actually going to happen, and secondly, I'm just too tired to talk right now. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go take a nap, and we'll talk. I'll probably go live later or something. I don't know. But yeah, right now, nap time, because then I gotta go get ready for work tomorrow in the morning. All right, y'all, love and peace. And here's to hoping I can start training on my next check.